listeners out there in radio land. You're tuned in to 98.3 with DJ Biggie Buck on the ones and twos. You know what to do. Lock in and sit in. Go ahead and buckle in. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And on for your listeners out there on 104.9 WSSM, you know it's that time. Yes, indeed. With DJ Biggie Buck on the ones and threes and ones and twos. We're going to crisscross applesauce. Amen, amen. Let me say it again. Oh, yes, indeed. Hope everyone's having a blessed Sunday as they done made it to the house of worship this morning, maybe for Sunday school or deacon council meeting or prayer worship, whatever it may be. But hopefully you made it safely to the house of worship this morning because, Lord, the devil is out there to kill, steal, destroy, and try to take away our joy. But we can't let that happen, you guys. Like I said, today is Father's Day. And sometimes, some of us in this earth, we don't have our fathers in here no more. We don't have our fathers to teach us how to change oil, change a tire, how to change brake pads, how to put on a belt without sagging your pants, how to show people respect. Some people nowadays say they don't need a father, they need the streets. But hey, that ain't what you need. You need a father, no matter if he's whooping your tail or send you to the timeout corner, because it starts out when you're young. That's what I'm going to tell you now. It starts out when you're young. When they say, go to timeout, you better go, and you better reflect. That's what you're supposed to do when you're in the corner. You ain't supposed to sniff that wall. You're supposed to be in that corner reflecting about, why do I have my nose up against this corner? It seems very stupid, but you're supposed to reflect upon it. Because if you reflect upon it so much, you won't even ever think about trying to get it back up in that corner. You don't want to be putting your nose all the way dead up in that corner, up in that little slot. That seems very humiliating, aggravating, and deteriorating to yourself. So why would you do that to yourself? And if you continue to do things like that, what's going to happen on down the road? You're going to be in a world full of trouble. A world full of trouble. And a lot of people nowadays, they want to blame it on, oh, well, I didn't have this person or that person to teach me the right way. Well, that ain't right. That ain't true for everybody. That ain't true for everybody. Some people that have lost their father figures, their fathers, it is hard. But let me tell you, you still have father figures. No matter if it's a deacon in your church, your brother, your auntie, no matter, and like I said, your auntie, because there's a lot of people in this world that play both roles. Because sometimes, and even though it's Father's Day, mothers, they can play a fatherly role as well. Because sometimes that father may be gone. He may not want anything to do with that child, which that ain't right, because he was blessed through Jesus Christ to give life. So why not he take care of that life that he was blessed to give? So come on now. All right now. But why just want to blame it on somebody else? No. There's a lot of things that go on in life that didn't happen the way that we wanted it. But that don't mean just because one thing goes wrong that the whole world that we living in has to be turmoil. It doesn't have to be. We could make it better. Slowly and surely, we could seek out guidance. We could seek out help. No matter if it's a pastor, brother, auntie, uncle, grandma, somebody, like I say, you may not have a father on this earth. Your father may be dead, gone in the grave, up there in heaven or hell. Don't know what he prays. But let me tell you this. You have a father figure, somebody that's out there wanting for you to do better, wanting you to have a better life than they did years ago. They want to see you succeed, believe, achieve, and everything that you believe in. Because the Lord has a plan for you. He does. He does. And I'm telling you guys, don't let one little thing in your life stop you from being great. A lot of people try to let that one thing in their lives stop them from being great, and then that just ruins their whole days, their weeks, their lives. But don't let it. You can't let it, you know. You have to overcome and surpass these trials and tribulations. It's definitely possible, but you need help. You need help through guidance of the Lord and who the Lord sends your way. It may not always be that clear. Sometimes you have to take time and reflect. Like in that timeout corner, you got to take time and reflect. Say, Lord, why did this happen to me? Well, man, maybe this happened to me so I could see a different way, so that I could see a better and brighter way. You know, how could I do better? How could I show better? I could learn from this, and I could show someone else a better way, and so that they won't end up like I was just a few minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is in this world. Sometimes people just want to blame their actions on other people and not take full responsibility. You have to take full responsibility, because like we say, it's Father's Day. That's one thing a father does. A father teaches their son or their daughter how to be a young growing woman or a young man. So let us wipe that dirt off your shoulder, that knock off your chin, and let's go ahead and put that backpack on, and let's walk up that hill and go ahead. Come on, tune it up. We got to go. What they say, can't go over it, can't go under it, got to go through it. But hey, it don't matter what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on up with King Jesus. You hear me? You hear me? Yes, indeed. Lord, I tell you, I'm testifying this morning. It's getting a little hot up in here. Oof, getting a little hot up in here.